Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. This one's called Choppy Waters. I am Wick, and joined here. I can't talk anymore.
Wick, my beloved.
Whoops! I dropped all my talking spoons. Uh,
Oh.
I'm joined by the lovely.
Hi, my name is Magic. Uh, I'm I'm playing a satyr man called Seeker, and I hold up my satyr man. Yeah, that's me.
Yes, and Seeker.
Yeah.
Uh, where are you?
He's about to get on a boat. This is a fact
Ah,
that hasn't come up yet, but he's very nervous about getting on this
mm,
boat. He has his
yes.
ticket. The ramp is right there, and God, he has he wanted to take the long way to Ghibli so he could go a bit sightseeing, and he forgot that the long way, aka walking, means he has to take a boat to get to the island.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh, but it seems that there are multiple passengers that are going to be on this boat. Uh,
Oh, how lovely.
and you could say that right now you're between a rock and a hard place. Quite literally. The tune behind you, who looks also a little nervous, is a rock. Uh,
Like, like they're just a rock?
they're just a rock
Aw,
with noodle arms and legs.
baby.
Yes. Uh, and actually, for some frame of reference, Seeker, you're 5'4", right?
Uh-huh.
This rock man is little. They are 3'6".
Oh, baby.
Yes, they are a baby. Uh, I mean, they're not actually a baby,
Fuck.
but
It's too
um,
late. You've been diagnosed baby by magic. God.
um, while you are waiting in line, would you would you like to make a perception or investigation check?
I will take that investigation because that is my better stat.
I know you would, which is why I gave you the option.
God. 16.
16. Pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
you can hear the smaller rock behind you muttering to themselves. Um, and what you hear is, all right, you can do this. Do this, rock. You could get on the boat. You just gotta go to the other side. We'll be okay.
Fuck. Fuck. They're so baby Wick.
um, and even though this isn't their typical ref, I'll put a picture of them in the roll zone for you.
Mhm.
Um, Typically, they are wearing like a blue jacket and some green shoes, but this is like the closest ref that I have of this.
Oh, baby. God.
Yeah, they've got like noodly rubber hose arms, but otherwise their body is just kind of a rock with two little eyes stuck on the front. Um, yeah, I forgot to put like their typical ref, but that's okay.
It's alright.
Um,
God.
so
A little fucking rock.
yeah, it's just a little rock. Uh, but yeah, he keeps kind of repeating to himself that things are going to be just fine. And no, he is not nervous. He is going to get on this boat and he is going to get to where he needs to go.
Wick. Wick. I have a question.
Uh
Is
huh.
this a child? Can Seeker tell if this is a child or not?
I will take your investigation roll and say that despite his size and his demeanor, he does not seem like a child. Um, you gauge that he's probably uh, he might actually be a little bit older than you, but not
Oh
much more
shit.
than that.
Huh.
like Seeker's like in his 20s or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You
Somewhere early adult.
Yeah, you gauge that this tune's probably in maybe his mid 20s, maybe nearing 30 or so.
Hmm.
Um, but no, this is not a child. This is not an unsupervised child. We're not doing that. Uh, oh no, not again.
Plot twist. Anyway.
Plot twist, this is a child. No, I would hope not. Um, but I would like to say also, me just continuing to use your investigation. Uh, this, uh, the docks aren't that, they're not that empty. There are actually, some other people milling about. Um, and you're kind of just, looking around, trying to distract yourself from the inevitable.
Of course.
And you, you just so happen to, your gaze is attracted to one particular person, namely because they have something. They're like cooking something, um, and you realize is wait that's some kind of stand. It's like a food stall thing, uh, and um, uh, Rock kind of follows your gaze a bit. Oh, that looks pretty nice.
Can I see the person running the stand?
Yes, you can. Let me go grab the picture. Where did I put there? Okay. This is the man that you see, wearing a blue bandana around his head, square, square, square sunglasses, kind of a garish-looking red jacket, a green sweater, just some regular pants and loafers. I put that in the nuts and bolts gallery.
It's
Whoops.
okay.
Well, I don't like the sunglasses. They're cool. They're hip with the kid.
Me instantly. Nakabe? I think
um,
Seeker is going to offhand mention, I don't know, street food can be a hit or a miss sometimes.
uh, oh, uh, do you want to check it out? We still have some time before we board.
God, little rock man. No, I'm not rather hungry.
I mean, I was just gonna look because I can't eat, so
You can't eat? At
I don't
all?
have to. Nope.
Huh. Is that like a tune thing? Or.
He kind of gets like a question mark above his head. Uh, Maybe I'm not sure. I mean, note, he does not have a mouth, so maybe that has something to do with it, but you've also seen tunes without mouths eat things, so it's just kind of weird, but
I'm thinking of one image in particular I will show you after the FPS. Anyway. Uh, I mean, I suppose we can go look at it, just. We do have time.
and Rock nods. Also, you two haven't introduced each other yet,
Nope.
but his name is Rock, by the way,
Seeker is not introducing himself, so.
and neither is he, or at least not yet. Oh, he will, but but Rock immediately is like, yeah, all right, let's go.
Make random friends with this random person. Alright. Yep.
Uh huh.
Let's go. Walk over to the stand.
So the two of you go over to this food stall. Um, and would you would you like to make an intelligence check? I guess.
Would I? That's a nat 20.
Oh shit!
Finger guns in the background.
Man, oh, I wish. I feel bad to use the nat 20 on identifying the food.
Oh?
Yes. But maybe there's a reason that you kind of know what it is. Actually, yeah, there's plenty of reason. Why wouldn't they have it in Ghibli? Um, you may have come across it before, but of course, the signs help too in letting you know that this is a takoyaki stand.
Takoyaki! Never had it, but I always wanted to try it. It looks so
I have had it approximately one time,
God.
and it's not bad. It was pretty good. Um, but yes, this is a takoyaki stand, and you have probably seen this food maybe somewhere in Ghibli during your travels.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, you see this guy is cooking a couple as you kind of look on. Um, he stops for a moment and kind of looks up. Oh, hello.
Uh, Howdy there.
Hi. And Rock kind of gives a little wave. Oh, I just realized. Rock should roll too. Uh, to try to identify this. That's a 6. This Rock is not very smart. But he is looking uh, in kind of amazement. What are those?
Takoyaki. They're these little balls made out of, what was it? Some sort of bread batter, octopus, some general things, ginger, green onions. They come with a special sauce. Usually they're found around Ghibli, mostly at different stands in the area. Uh, God.
Rock is doing their best to follow along. But not only is he nodding, the vendor is also nodding. Oh yeah, that's right. Um, you know a lot about takoyaki.
I I'm a well, I have a natural curiosity for these sort of things.
Is that so? That's good to hear. Believe me, I'm a little bit of a connoisseur myself, at least in terms of food.
God damn it! This is Nakabe. This is Nakabe. Are you?
Eh?
I mean, I'd have assumed you are noting your well, manning the stall.
Oh, yes. I just make this sometimes. I kind of miss it when. Sorry, I read the chat for half a second. I'm sorry. What was the damn question again?
Seeger made a comment about how you must know a lot about the food because you're manning the stall.
Well, not to toot my own horn, but I did used to, rate food from different establishments.
God.
Uh-huh.
I remember, like, it want Seeker to roll a history to see if he remembers Arata talking about
Both Arata and the professor.
both of them. Because,
You know what?
like,
Yeah, just roll another intelligence.
another intelligence?
I guess?
I
Or
claw at my history modifier.
damn. Before you roll. Yeah, alright, fine. Do a history.
Yeah.
I know you like the history. 26.
Does this sound a lot like the description that Arata gave Seeker? Most of which that I remember is terrible fashion sense, some sort of sunglasses. I think he also said food critic.
Me. Darn, I put him in disguise too.
Look, when one of the descriptors is terrible outfit choice, look, that's gonna stick.
Yeah, that's a pretty terrible outfit. I have to tell you, I really was laughing the entire time I was drawing this man. I was like, God, he just looks like a dork. But
Like, one of two ways Seeker can take it is it's tunishly suspicious how similar this person is. It's kind of tunishly suspicious. Wait.
What?
I think Seeker's just kind of like staring at him. I'm not gonna lie.
Just staring at him. You know, do you mind making another investigation check?
Another investigation.
But you can do this at advantage.
At advantage.
Mm-hmm. The reasoning is that you are very close and also you recognize him. Or at least some stuff is lining up. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I gave you that. Yes, the dichotomy of dice spicer. You can get a 24. Nah.
Yep.
But with that 24, as you are looking at him, closer up, pretty much the only thing between you two is, well, the takoyaki stand. Takoyaki. But you do notice that under his bandana, you can just see the faintest tufts of hair kind of poking out, and that hair is pink. Additionally, he is wearing a chain around his neck. You can immediately identify that as an iron chain. But while you are, inspecting this man, uh-oh. Wait, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like this.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Should I roll something?
Nah, it's fine.
Actually, I don't think I can anyway. As you are inspecting what this vendor is looking like, Rock goes, so there's octopus in there? And he's just pointing to the takoyaki. He has not seen any of this that has gone down. He's like,
Baby Rock, yes, there are. They're sort of, if I'm remembering correctly, they're more chopped up into bits before they're fully mixed in.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, how else would you get them in there? And, he kind of stabs one, flips a few over. Would either of you fine folk like to try one?
Fine.
And he actually pokes one and kind of offers it out.
Just for trial?
Uh,
Or was it like, I'm sorry, that was me audio processing, completely skipped over one word. Do I have to pay for this?
no.
Okay. Uh,
You don't have to pay for this.
I think Seeker will blink at it. You can't see it because he's wearing sunglasses. Before, I mean, I suppose, and Seeker takes it. Because my boy is an idiot. Uh,
Uh-huh. Uh um oh and you uh, this vendor pokes another one and holds it out to Rock, but Rock goes, uh, I'm sorry, I can't eat. You can't eat? Oh, because you have no mouth. Uh, I think that's part of it. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I've seen actually a lot of people eat without a mouth.
Well, um, uh, it looks like this vendor is kind of at a loss of what to do, but Rock continues. Don't worry about it. I mean, it smells good, so probably good anyway.
I wonder how you can smell things but not eat them.
Yeah, it's I really don't know. Rock really just shrugs like this. It just be like that.
Hmm.
Um,
For both these parties, see, this goat man like seems to be like considering something seriously.
uh huh.
Uh, I mean, well, I haven't seen many Warforged eat. That's the closest I can get to something without a mouth. But there's usually some sort of incineration thing because they are machines. God, he's getting distracted thinking about how Toonkind work.
Distracted.
Distracted. Uh,
Yeah, it. Me thinking about tunes. Uh huh. Yeah. No, it is some weird stuff. But again, Rock kind of gives another shrug. I don't really know those ones, but um, all I know is whenever I try to eat something, it just doesn't work. Watch, and he actually does take the takoyaki from this vendor and holds it up against where a mouth would be, and nothing happens. He just kind of pokes at the area like 2 or 3 times. Uh, see, I can't really do anything with it.
Seeker stares like one hand with it like a sort of like hand on his chin. Hmm. Have you considered that's
Huh.
not where your mouth actually is?
I'm sorry. so, so as soon as you say that, Rock's eyes just kind of like widen, and they're like, and you get the feeling, like even without an insight check, that they had never considered this possibility. What? I, huh? And yeah, immediately he starts poking different parts of the front of him to see if he tries to with any other part of it. Uh,
Maybe it's more of a mental thing than like a physical thing. Concentrate on
is
it
it is it
really
is it
hard.
working?
No.
Hmm. And I'm sorry.
Baby.
This is just a dumb rock, man. But uh, what was I saying? Anyway, my brain, my brain was like, laugh. Anyway,
It's alright.
You start to notice though that as he's kind of poking himself, you see this vendor start to clean up a little bit, uh, starting to put a couple things away.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you neither of you wanted to have any more, did you? I do need to catch the ferry.
The fairy! Seeker, like, stands up and, like, looks towards where the fairy is.
Um, and actually, when when you do that, you kind of hear the whistling of a whistle. And that seems to be the final call for this boat.
Come on, little pebble man, we gotta go! And, Seeker takes, little pebble man's hand, and starts to drag them towards the boat. By the way, I will note, Seeker has not taken a bite of the takoyaki at all.
I can I can tell. I've been keeping an eye on it in my brain. But
Yeah.
Rock is just going with it. So they're like, huh? What? But the taco. And he's looking at the takoyaki, but he's also looking over at you, and then at the takoyaki.
We can find more in Ghibli! And, yeah. Little Rockman, you're being dragged. I'm so sorry.
That is fine. This is fine.
Seeker, doesn't... I will say, I think it's actually kind of blatant, because Seeker is not a man of stealth. He does, like, simply, like, toss the takoyaki away. Just very casually.
What, like there's like a little trash bin that's nearby?
Oh, yeah. Tosses it into the trash. And, like, wipes his hand off, pulls out a ticket.
Just throw the whole thing away.
Uh-huh! I do have a reason if you do want to question it, but, pulls out the ticket. You still have your ticket?
The ticket. Oh, my ticket. And he starts sweating a little. My ticket. And he's doing that thing where like you pat yourself down, except he's not really wearing anything except a jacket. And he's just
God.
and he does like a little walk in a circle, like But luckily he's like, oh right, and he goes into his pocket, obviously, and pulls out a ticket. Oh, there it is.
Okay, good. Come along now.
Say, are you nervous at all?
You can roll an insight if you want to, but this man
I don't know
goes,
how effective it'll be.
you never know.
No, this man has no modifiers.
No, this seems fine. Goes, well, not really. More of I get seasick very easily. That sort of thing.
Oh, seasick. Have I ever gotten seasick? If he has like more question marks in my head.
I'm not sure how you would. You don't have a mouth. And Seeker is like approaching the toll booth. Like whatever toll booth there is. Not really a toll booth, but like where you go to get your tickets done. To like get on the boat.
And as you do, you have this other tune standing at the little booth, and they just kind of go, ticket please.
Seeker hands over his ticket.
And Rock, looking at Seeker, does the same. Ah, it looks like you two just made it. Climb on aboard.
Seeker, this goat man seems to take a deep breath and walks up the ramp.
I would like to say, Rock kind of mimics this. Mimics like a deep breath and then also goes. um, and
Okay, that was good. All right.
But as you walk up the ramp, you hear another set of footsteps behind you, and it seems like this takoyaki vendor is getting on the boat with you guys.
Ah, joy.
He did say he was going to catch the ferry.
That is true.
Uh, uh, and he kind of fans himself a little. Oh, that was close. But great, we're here. And he kind of just stands there proudly with his hands on his hips, but he's also standing on the middle of the ramp. Get up there, you bum. Oh, sorry. But now the three of you are on board, and one of the ferry attendants pulls the ramp away, and it looks like it's time to set sail.
Seeker rolled surprisingly well on his wisdom save for getting on a boat. So he is not in fact.
Wait, should I roll one? Me, wait.
I don't know. How afraid of boats are your characters?
I'll roll it, but I'll explain. All right, well, that isn't too bad, I guess. I actually gave him advantage on this, and he'll explain in a hot second. So you can tell that this little rock man is still a little nervous, but he he's he has not let go of your hand.
God.
He is still just, perfectly content with being dragged in whatever direction that you plan to go in. I haven't been on this kind of boat before.
Me neither. Well, I think suppose once I had to take a boat trip over here last time I visited. And hold on, I'm just going to roll a deception to see how well Seeker pulls this off.
Uh-huh.
That's a 25.
Oh, 25.
Does that beat Nakabe's insight?
He can't roll that high anyway.
Okay, cool. What Nakabe sees is basically this real kind goat man, sort of like, you know how you do the thing where you zone out and you walk and talk at the same time, like when you're going somewhere? That's what it looks like this goat is doing. On purpose, this goat is ditching you. You don't know that though.
But this doesn't seem, well, not only does he have he has no idea that that's what you're doing, but he actually is walking in a different direction. He kind of gave you to a friendly wave, but seems to go in onto a different portion of the ferry.
Good. God. Okay, see, Seeker has to write to Arata about this. God. Just, hey, you know that weird guy you warned me about? Yeah, I met him selling food. All the way over in, almost Ghibli.
And almost Ghibli.
And I didn't eat any of it, because I do not eat food handed to me, but...
Is that why?
Seeker does not eat free samples. Anyway.
That's fair.
I clap. Well, suppose. I think that boat was actually smaller, technically.
Oh, a smaller boat?
Yes, just.
I I'm used to the bigger ones. I mean, I don't really like them, but they're not all bad, I think. And again, he kind of has like a pensive look on.
I mean, I suppose. I just. Well, it's easier to get lost on bigger boats, you know?
And Rock nods. I just tried to stay in the same place the entire time.
That doesn't sound very healthy. This this man looks probably disproportionately concerned about this.
Yeah, well, it kind of made things easier, I think, because everything was kind of rocking, you know? Anyway, you didn't make that pun on purpose, but I did.
It was a good pun. I didn't even notice it. Uh,
uh,
Rockin'. Yes, I suppose. Uh,
uh, oh, that reminds me. My name's well, my name's Rock. Rocksteady. And uh, do you have a name?
you may call me Seeker. Holds out a hand.
Uh, and he takes that hand and shakes it.
Cool. You get pulled into, like, Seeker has to sort of crouch down to do this because you're small. You get pulled into a very small headbutt. I'm not gonna have you roll a con because
I mean,
I think Seeker can display enough common sense to not headbutt a rock.
you can if you want. If you
I'm going
want
to
me to.
no. But yeah, you very small rock. You get headbutted. Congratulations.
Oh, and he kind of looks a little surprised. He blinks a couple times, and then he goes, "Do it again."
I mean, I suppose. Can you roll me that con now?
Yeah. uh,
Uh,
he's okay, I guess.
yeah, I think like the first time was kind of late because the seeker was displaying a rare occurrence of common sense. But you say that a second time, and it's quite a bit of a heftier bonk this time. Uh, yeah.
But rather than being startled this time, he kind of just giggles a bit. That's fun. Did, is that what we're supposed to do when
Uh,
we greet people?
no, not exactly, but it's what I like doing. So
Ah,
it's personal
okay.
preference. I mean, I don't see anyone who's going to stop you from doing that. If they are, they're a twat.
I don't know what that means, but
Uh, it means that they're being a bitch about it.
uh, huh? A what?
God,
He kind of blinks a couple more times.
I. It doesn't know what curses is.
Well, he has very limited. Uh, apparently, that was not really one of the ones he knows.
It means they're being silly in a mean way on purpose.
Silly in a mean way. On purpose. In a
Yes.
mean way? How can you be silly and mean?
Have you ever been teased before?
Tease. Oh, well, I guess I have. I've been teased by my agent before.
Your agent?
Yeah. I used to perform all the time. We would travel around all over Iqua.
Really? Do you think I would have heard of them?
Uh, um, I mean, I don't. We don't do it as much anymore. But I did used to play a lot. Um, he kind of just falls silent for a second. I kind of miss doing those tours.
Uh, the Seeker gives a nod. Very serious nod. Uh, okay, hold on. I have to roll another wisdom to see if he can even bring this up. That's an 8. No, he's not going to. Oh, baby. Okay.
Oh,
Was it mostly just
um,
around Einquo?
oh, well, uh, um, and actually, I think I'll have him. Oh, yeah, he seems a little more able to bring this one up. Well, it was mostly around here, but I also went overseas, which is why I had to take a boat before.
Seeker gives like a nod, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was there are pretty big boats, bring a lot of people.
I mean, I suppose. Don't see I've seen one that big before.
I mean, they weren't. I don't think they were like uh they weren't super big, but they could hold a lot of people. Uh,
By the way, Seeker had rolled a 24 on deception. Don't mind me.
yeah, yeah, I know. Me, I see you. I know what you're doing.
Anyway,
Uh-huh. But uh I know this this isn't your first time on this boat, is it?
uh, this boat in particular, I have to think because I don't know if he would have taken this exact line of ferries before. Because Seeker, despite his modifier in history, can't remember names that well. Because that is a legit character thing. Can't remember names that well, and does actually not remember if he's been on this line of boat before.
um I only ask because um I just want to know how long it's gonna take.
It shouldn't take too long. We're just crossing the I suppose it's not really a river. It's a bit too wide to be a river.
Uh well, what's bigger than a river but smaller than the ocean? A lake? No, it's not a lake.
I was going to say a channel, but I'm not sure.
Channel. Isn't that those things on TV?
Uh, yes? No? Well, yes, but no. Uh,
Maybe?
God. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't watch much TV. Uh, Screen gives me a headache.
I don't really watch a lot of it either, but I've seen them in shops, and they're kind of like mini movies, right?
Well, I suppose some are mini movies, but some are mini miniature movies. Others are more like. Well, I suppose anything could be a miniature movie depending on what type of story you're going for. I'm not sure how the weather could be incorporated into a story because that's just a blatant display of facts, which would technically be non-fiction, but also it's updated regularly. And God,
And you can see like Rock's eyes just like slightly go higher. They just go. uh, hold on, I want to roll something again. Okay, Rock can't help but laugh at this. Oh, fucking man. You sound just like my agent.
who's your agent?
Oh, my agent? Oh, well, he helped me. He's kind of like my manager. He would help me set up for shows.
Seeker gives like a nod, like, yeah, that makes sense. That's usually what agents do, right? Seeker's never had an agent before.
Yeah. Um, but we kind of lost track of each other. So it, I haven't seen him for a while.
Lost track. I
Well,
mean,
yeah. Uh, um, when we went, when I went overseas for the tour, uh, he's the one that suggested it. Um, he told me to go on ahead, so I did. But I didn't think the trip would take so long. Uh, and then when I got there, I couldn't find him. Um, but whenever you're lost, usually you just stay put. So I stayed put for a bit, but I got kind of worried. So then I decided to go back. And when I went back, I I couldn't find him. So
Wick, I am so eyes emoji because everything's connected. I am eyes emoji. God,
what do you mean everything's connected?
everything's connected. Okay, everything's fine. Uh, oh boy. Hmm.
Speaking of which, uh, how long did you say it'd be?
I mean, depending on how fast. Could I roll a history check for Seeker to see if he could remember, like, if the fucking boats had any times on them?
Uh, yeah, why not? Go ahead. I wasn't planning on this.
Because I me myself magic, don't expect it to take more than like at least 2.5 hours at most. God, that's an
11.
11.
Wow.
I mean,
Do you me? Do you want me to make a history?
no, it's okay.
I doubt he's gonna do any better.
I mean, I don't suppose it'll take more than an hour or two. Again, it's not very big, and most modern boats can
Oh,
move rather fast.
just an hour?
I mean, could be 2 hours, 3, but I wouldn't imagine it went on for that long.
Well, that isn't long at all. Man, and here I thought it was gonna take months. I see the subsequent rolls. Uh,
Yes, some boat rides do take much longer than others.
yeah. Um, uh, he just kind of falls quiet. Um, and for a moment, uh, there's a little bit of silence as you both are just kind of, all right. I don't know if you guys have like taken seats or you guys are just kind of standing.
I think like Seeker had led like Rock to a seat, but Seeker is not sitting down.
Ah, Rock has sat down, I would say, but you notice that rather than like sitting kind of just like a typical posture, he kind of he has kind of his feet up on the seat and is like kind of hugging his knees to his chest. Um, but as the two of you kind of grow silent, um, would you like to make a perception or investigation check?
I will take that investigation.
24.
Driver.
You start to hear some other murmuring, some other conversations. Um, because, again, you guys aren't the only passengers here. Um, you see kind of like a group of three talking, a pair of tunes talking as well. Um, but but what catches your attention is a rather tall tune uh, who seems to be excitedly talking to this other individual who is a real kind by the looks of it. Um, and with that roll, I'm thinking that you can kind of zero in. You can zero in on what they're saying, um, and it kind of goes like this. I think. Oh man, I can't wait till we get to my mom's house. I haven't been out on the water in so long. Isn't it great? Um, the real kind just kind of looks at them, but then they nod. Yeah, it's gonna be nice finally eating a home cooked meal. It'll be fun. And actually, since you've zeroed in on these two, I will show you what they look like. Where did I put them? Oh, there. So the tune looks very tall, uh, pale, pretty much almost white skin. They have a very long braid that starts from pretty much the top of their head and goes a fair way down, almost ending at a point. They're wearing some kind of uh, coat, maybe like a trench coat with like a cravat, I think is what it's called. Um, and for reference, uh, they are you can gauge that they're about like a little over 6 feet tall.
Mhm.
Because they are standing, they are not sitting. They're just kind of waving their arms about a bit as they're talking. Um, but their companion is seated next to them. Um, they appear to be some sort of elf. Uh, they've got short, dark blue hair, kind of, and a blue coat, and some nice shoes, boots. I can't read.
Oh,
Um, but they kind of remain pretty silent.
Wick, is this who I
And
think it is?
is it?
God!
Is it magic?
No!
Is it?
Ah!
Is it?
Yes! Okay! Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
This is fine.
Hmm.
Narrator, this is in fact not fine.
Okay. 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 Okay.
But you can't really tell how tall they are because so they're just sitting there. So, um,
Should I roll a history?
uh, I I guess, but I don't know if you should roll. What are you rolling history?
To see if any of these people look familiar.
I would say make it a disadvantage.
Make it a disadvantage. Oh, fun. Oh, joy. Okay.
Watch you roll high on both of them. It's fine.
14.
Okay, a 14. Uh, so, as far as you can tell, these two people don't really look that familiar.
Mm-hmm.
However, their voices sound kind of familiar. At least, when the real kind speaks, they sound a little familiar.
Hmm. That's weird, but I also have a 7 in wisdom, so.
um,
God.
but as you are looking in their direction, um, the the real kind notices that you are looking at them, uh, and they kind of just stare back. Um, let me roll something. What is their mod? Not that one. Ah, cool. That makes things easy. Uh, the tune has not noticed this. They have kept on chattering away. Uh,
Oh, joy. I think Seeker is staring back. Uh, like, eventually he's trying to figure out, like, how this person is familiar. me, magic, know how this person is familiar. But, Seeker is just like, maybe I met them before somewhere in Varuma? Because that's, like, that's a location that he's from, that he's traveled a lot in. He did visit some port towns there. Maybe it's like, you know, I gesture. Maybe he's seen them around. Maybe they did something and he doesn't remember at this current moment in time. Who knows?
yeah. Be typing. Okay. So, after staring a little bit, they kind of just shake their head as if they're trying to forget something, or maybe they were confused, but they're kind of just shrugging it off.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, however, by now, their companion has noticed. Oh, is something wrong? What? No, nothing's wrong. He kind of kept staring over at those guys, and they're trying to be subtle about it, but they are very tall and they're not really whispering. They actually kind of point in your direction. Uh, but they try uh, to. Oh man, my brain is just stalling for a second.
Okay.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Okay.
For the audience,
That was a natural one, -1 on a wisdom on a wisdom save.
oh. I don't like that.
God.
Uh,
I'm going to roll just a quick deception check. Just don't mind me. Just doing a thing.
should either of them roll insight?
You can. That's a 13.
A 13. Okay, hold on, let's see. All right, so that one is. That one is. Yeah. That one. I'm rolling for everybody here. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, so. Uh, meanwhile, apparently, Rock has not noticed anything. Uh,
Oh, baby.
um, he seems to, uh, while he's kind of sitting perched on the chair, he's kind of just staring at the floor, and you have a feeling that he's just kind of spacing out a little. Um, Meanwhile, the tune that had been standing up and uh, pointing in your direction, they're the one that rolled a 16. Uh, they seem to kind of frown. They look a little confused. I don't. Uh,
Do you
I
want me
think.
to give you?
Yeah. I was like,
Okay.
what did they pick up on?
They picked up that this person has seemingly frozen to the spot uh when they started talking about him. Like, he is not moving an inch. It does very much look like he wants to bolt. Unfortunately, there is something keeping him still.
Uh huh.
Hey audience, and also Wick, would you like to know a fun fact about goats?
Yes, I would. I know
Uh,
this one, but I want to hear it.
the reason, uh, don't, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this. The reason their legs lock up when they're frightened is because they really want to run, but being frightened overloads, like, basically their muscle system, so their legs just completely lock. And because they have four legs, usually they fall over. Uh, Seeker is standing very still, and currently, you know, is very frightened. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, that was just to decide something.
Mhm.
Um, so it might not have been much, but this tune picks up on this fear or nervousness. Um, so, with their free hand, the tune kind of like pulls their braid back a little, kind of smooths it out, and they actually just go and sit properly next to their real kind companion, and they stop looking at you. Uh, and in fact, though they kind of whisper to their companion, I shouldn't have done that. Of course not. Why would you point out a complete stranger? Uh, yeah. Let's forget about
Okay. Oh
that.
boy. Uh, I'm now that the eyes are off of him, I am going to roll another wisdom. Uh, just all right. That's a 13. Rock, I will say you probably get very suddenly snapped out of whatever daze you are in. To Seeker kind of like holding onto your arm and kind of like tugging it as he's trying to move you guys elsewhere.
Oh, uh, uh, are are we? What time is it? I'm sorry, I kind of spaced.
Midday.
Midday. Oh, we got on at midday. Oh, okay. It's not. Where are we going?
Ghibli.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I'm thinking by now that you both have like gotten up and you're moving elsewhere. No, I mean, where are we right now?
I will say, Rock. You are he's moving with a little bit more urgency than you thought he would be moving with. For like a casual stroll. Uh,
Uh. Oh, I get it. You you want a breath of fresh air. We were sitting inside the whole time, but
yes.
now we get to be outside.
A breath of fresh air will do wonders. Of
So now
course.
you two are out where the like where you, obviously on the outside deck where you can look out onto the
Hmm.
and Rock kind of gives a nice sigh, like, this is nice. You know, I rarely had a view like this on the previous boat rides. Man, this is an ordeal for Caesar.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yep, totally.
This poor goat man. Can he like catch a freaking break?
No! I put him on a boat!
I know. I also put this rock on a boat. We're both like, ah ha ha. Anyway.
Yeah. It
Yeah, no, he still doesn't know what's going on.
it is nice to not be cooped up indoors while on ship.
Yeah, yeah.
Sunlight does wonders for the skin, but I suppose you don't have any.
Oh, I. And he gets more question marks above his head. I hadn't really thought about that. I mean, is this really anything? And he's poking at his arm, which is like a rubber hose arm. It's like, is
Yeah.
this skin? Am I thinking too hard about this?
I have no idea.
Huh. Well, I don't either.
God. I'm fucking laying down. Sam.
Lays down, tries not to cry, cries a lot.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, okay. I think he just kind of Seeker kind of like is silent for a moment before just so, what are you going to Ghibli for?
Oh, wait. This going to Ghibli? And he kind of looks a little shocked.
Were you not aware the ferry was taking you to Ghibli?
I thought we were going to UPA. And he looks a little, but not too distressed. I mean, everything was so close to one another. Oh, did I get the wrong ticket? And he kind of looks at his ticket stub, which does say Ghibli on it. Oh. Well, I've never been to Ghibli, so I guess this is an adventure.
It's a wonderful start for a story for you, eh?
I guess so.
Good.
I mean,
No, go ahead.
have I been to Ghibli?
Well, I'm not quite sure about the border situations in Inkwell. We could technically already be on their waters.
Yeah, but how do you divide water anyway?
Very carefully. Seeker will kind of like go over to the edge and like look down to the water to see if like the art style has changed. Because, you know, that is a thing you can identify with tunes.
That is true. I I would like to say that you guys are like approaching the shift in art style.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't quite got there yet, but you're getting there.
Alright. Here, come look at it.
Huh? And he's trying to look over the railing, but he can't.
Is that a
He can't
ladybug?
reach it.
Hold on. What? There's a ladybug in my room.
Oh,
How did
hey,
you
that's
get
good
in
luck.
here? Fam, it's like it's nighttime. How did you get in here?
Who are you?
Where did you come from?
Where are you gonna go?
My
Where'd you
windows are.
come from, dumbass ladybug?
Oi! I don't know where it went. That's mildly
Oh,
concerning.
well.
Anyway. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just thinking about what if a ladybug had actually just appeared there, and they're just like, oh, a ladybug.
Huh. Wonder what this little miss is doing all the way out here.
Huh. I don't know. Can bugs fly across the ocean?
I mean, I suppose it depends on what type of bug you are talking about.
Huh. I mean, they'd have to have wings. I don't think bugs can swim. Can bugs swim?
Certain type of bugs, yes, technically can swim. There are some, I believe. I'm not a biologist. Uh, Crustaceans, I believe, are still well, no, they're isopods. A type of insect. Technically, they live in wet or, in fact, in the waters.
Hold on. So yeah, he is trying to follow.
Uh, Hold on, I actually have to look up something because I really want to say this is true just because of the name.
Eh?
Uh, well, I suppose. Well, they're not actually insects, but there is a sort of small creature, crustacean, called sand fleas. They live in the sand, but still, they do live near the water and probably could swim.
Oh. But you notice though that his attention is moving. I I accidentally rolled the wrong modifier, but that's okay. I'm switching it to something else. We'll say that that's perception instead, because another person has walked out onto the deck, probably about 5, no, maybe 10 feet away,
Mhm.
and um, I'm thinking you're facing away from them, so like Rock can see who it is, but can't currently.
Mhm.
Oh, it's that person again.
Which person? Uh, Seeker looks up and looks over.
The blue one. And as you take a glance back, it is the real kind who has stepped onto the deck and is looking out onto the sea. They I'd like to say that they actually their head kind of turns and they're looking in both of your direction. Uh-oh.
Not great, not great, not great, not great, not great. It's not a nat one though. Nope, he's fine. Mhm. Totally. Yep.
Magic.
Uh-huh.
You play. But fun. No, they're not focused on that. So it, the two of your gaze meet. Uh, Even though you're wearing sunglasses, obviously,
Yeah.
but they stop leaning deck railing and they start walking towards you.
Mhm.
And hold on, let me roll something. Oh,
Oh god. Oh
oh,
god.
this is
Oh god.
perfect. All right, so for the audience, that is a nat 20. But that is a history check. Uh, they are walking towards you, Seeker, but you realize as they are approaching, they aren't looking at you. They're looking at Rock.
Huh?
They stop not too far from where the two of you. Excuse me. Do I know you? Huh? What? And and Rock looks kind of like question marks. So that was a history check. Uh, I I believe you were performing at a concert. I attended. Oh, really? You saw one of my performances? And they give a nod. I believe so. Oh, that's really neat. Not a lot of people remember when I perform. So, does that mean you're a fan? Uh, I don't I don't know if I would say that. Um, I mean, I didn't buy the ticket myself. Someone invited. Oh, but that's pretty cool anyway. Uh, meanwhile, Seeker, you're in the middle of the.
He's fine. He's fine. It's totally like this person doesn't sound familiar for a certain reason at all. Definitely not. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
uh, when did you see the performance? How long ago was it? It was about uh, well, I'd have to say about a century ago, huh? Uh, a what? A a century? Uh, what's a century? It, eh? Well, century is roughly 100 years. I mean, that's I thought that would be obvious. 100 years. That's a long time. That that is quite a long time. Yes. Um, you do not recall when that was? Uh, I don't know. It's kind of kind of gets all mixed up. Um, and actually, she goes into the coat of her, the pocket of her coat. What was that? I remember I did have a ticket for it. Almost gave it to the ticket booth attendant. But yes, it was this performance. And she kind of holds out the ticket and points. Um, and Seeker,
Hi.
would you like to make a history check?
I sure would. 22.
You can tell that that this ticket is pretty old. It's pretty worn down, and it's probably not by the weather. Uh, it just seems kind of grainy and rather thin. Um, some of the words are kind of faded on there. Uh, meanwhile, uh, Rock just looks confused. Uh, ticket? Oh, for the show. I don't remember that one. You you don't remember, but you were the one performing. What? But when? Eh, I I mean, I did do a lot of shows. Uh, but in the ensuing silence, um, you see someone else walk out onto the deck. It looks like it is their toon companion. Oh, there you are. What? Y'all came out for fresh air or something? And again, they have their hands on their hips, like, well, this is a thing. Who are these guys? Oh, by the way, and they step a bit closer and they're addressing Seeker. I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't uh, um draw any attention. I just kind of get caught up in things. Uh,
It's
um,
it's all right, really. Uh, I'm. Hold on. I need to roll a deception to see.
oh my god.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
Uh, Seeker gives you what seems to be like one of those like it's one of those smiles of someone who's like, yeah, I know I'm going through a lot, but this is polite. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. I got a letter from my brother. He said there was a family emergency, but didn't elaborate. So I am trying to go over there as quickly as I can. It's it's had
Oh,
it's had my what's the word? It's had me a little on edge. I apologize.
no, I should be the one apologizing. I really shouldn't point. Well, except in court. But who are you guys? Do you know these two? And he's now talking to his companion, who goes, "Well, I've recognized one of them. Ah, the little rock man. I went to one of their concerts." Oh, there's. You went to a concert? Don't say it like that. Well, but you're not exactly the type to. I was invited. Oh, oh yeah, no, that makes more sense. Anyway, uh, well, I guess I should introduce myself, right? Um, I'm attorney de Puissant at your service, and this is my assistant, and he refers to the real kind. Uh, Meraud. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
First of all, I point, I point at the Toonkai. It's you. You're the son.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's you. You're the son.
You're the son.
Uh, second of all, Seeker kind of holds out his hand. You can call me Seeker.
Um, well, nice to meet you. And he holds out a hand and does a hearty handshake. Uh, but
Uh,
Meraud does not.
mhm.
They simply just give a little bow.
Seeker gives a little bow back.
Meanwhile, Rock is looking at the three of you. Uh, I'm I'm Rock. Oh, hello, Rock. It is nice to meet you as well. And he holds out a hand. They do a handshake. It's kind of all floppy because they're both tunes. And again, Meraud just gives a little polite bow. So, what are you guys going to Ghibli for?
uh, Once again,
Oh, right, you just
family.
told us.
It's alright.
Well, yeah, I could be a little scatterbrained. But I guess I could just ask you, and he kind of gestures to Rock. Uh, I was supposed to go to UPA. Oh, oh, really? That's wait. This is going to right. This is going to give. This is this. Ah! He starts wildly searching through his pockets. Wait, this is the one going to Ghibli, isn't it? Oh, did we
Did
get on the wrong boat?
neither of you know this is going to Ghibli?
Uh,
Seeker's checking his ticket. He didn't get the wrong ticket, right? Right?
uh, yours says Ghibli. This is a boat going to Ghibli. But apparently, both of these they thought they were going to UPA. Oh, I made so sure. I thought we were gonna go. Oh, I thought this was going to UPA first, and then that's not how the boats work. Well, why didn't you tell me? I thought you knew. Darn it! Now I'm gonna be late for my lunch with Mom.
Lunch with who? It kind of cut out at that point.
Oh, he said lunch with Ma, like his
Oh,
mom.
oh, baby. Okay, yep. Man.
But I mean, this kind of thing happens more often than I'd like to admit. I guess you'll understand. But Ugh. Guess I really gotta read my tickets better, huh?
It's always good to
Yes,
make sure you
quite.
know where you're going.
But he kind of just gives a sigh. Well, I'm gonna head back inside. Why don't we go back in? Um, and the he kind of just uh kind of tugs on the edge of as kind of like a yeah, let's head back in. Um, but as they go back into like the inside portion, um, you see that another person had come out deck. They came out onto the deck. Um, this looks like the takoyaki vendor.
God damn it! This is all just very stressful right now for one real kind satyr. Oh boy.
But he's kind of just outside. Um, so as the two are heading inside, uh, you see something drop from Meraud's coat. Um, oh, oh dear! It looks like he dropped something. And this this vendor picks up whatever Meraud has dropped, and he kind of stoops down, gets it, and here you are. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry about that. And they they the object, which seems to just be something wrapped in cloth, is passed from this vendor to Meraud, and places it back in the pocket. Thank you. Sorry. No trouble. And he kind of just goes back to leaning on the railing, but he hasn't noticed the two of you. You two are a little farther away.
Okay, so the vendor dropped something and pretend it was from Marauder's pocket?
No, Meraud dropped something by
Okay.
accident. He picked it up and gave it back to her.
Okay, I'm very curious about what that roll is though.
Uh, you want to roll perception?
Roll perception. Yep. Perception. It's
Perception,
5.
perception. Yeah, you don't really see anything odd about this. Uh, it happens sometimes that something falls out of your pocket. Maybe there's a hole or something.
Okay. This is
But
fine.
anyway,
Me magic.
uh,
This is fine. This is
this is
fine.
fine.
God.
Uh, but for now it's just you two and this vendor. Uh,
Uh, Seeker turns. Seeker turns to stone. Turns to rock. So you've apparently been alive for centuries?
huh? Wait, are centuries like uh, are centuries like years, or are
Along.
they like decades? What are decades? Is that 10 or is that 20? And he kind of starts like counting on his finger.
How old are you?
uh, let me think. Last uh, last time someone asked me that, I was 30. I'm 30.
Hey, 30 what?
30. I'm 30. Just just 30.
That that did I okay.
Would you like to make an investigation?
Yes, I would.
um, you have a feeling that that this is technically true, but only by the way that he phrased it. because as you are looking now in the sunlight, um, you notice that this rock does have some film grain. Um, you don't know why he is saying that he's 30 when he seems to be much older than that.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, just saying you're 30 could mean a lot of things. Trust me, I know quite a bit about half truths. Is it like 30 years, 30 decades, 30 centuries, 30 millennia?
And again, he kind of looks at his hands, kind of counting. I I thought it was 30 years. That's what that's what Elman told me.
My dear Toon, I think you've been alive for more than 30 years.
You think so?
Uh, yes. I'm I'm not a doctor. That is the opposite of my job. But you
That is the opposite of my job.
that is the opposite of his job. Uh,
We know.
but you but I do know quite a bit about history, and you do have some signs of age. Nor am I a geologist for that matter.
What's a geologist?
Somebody who studies rocks.
Wait, there's a whole study of rocks? Are there more rocks like me?
I don't know if there's more rocks like you, like as an awake aware Toon, but yes, people who
Ah,
study rocks.
man, I didn't know. That's pretty cool. Uh, but I mean, I guess it's kind of my fault. I haven't really been counting.
I've been told once you get into the later years mark, it's a little hard to keep track of.
Yeah, that's what Omen was helping me with. I mean, he's the one that figured out I was 30. Well, when we met.
Uh, is Omen your agent?
Yes. Sorry,
So,
did I not say that before?
no, but you may have, but my, I'm not the greatest at names. Uh,
That's okay. I'm bad at names too. But I always remember it is.
yes. Me Magic just really wants to ask what Omen looks. Actually, what is your agent like?
Oh, well, huh. It's been let me see. And he kind of starts searching the coat a bit. Um and he takes out what looks to be a binder, uh, kind of stuffed with papers. Um, he opens it up. You notice immediately that the first several pages are sheet music. Um, it seems to be rather sloppily written, but it's
Would
still legible.
Seeker recognize any of the songs?
Uh, I would say not. You actually have a feeling that these were written by Rock. Um, though, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if you've actually heard any of this music, but he kind of flips to near the middle of the book, of the binder, and then you start to see drawings. Uh, and he stops at one. and goes, "Oh, this is what he looks like." And he points, and it seems to be. How do I? I'm like, how do I explain this? It seems like a, a very a very sketchy looking tune, but not sketchy like sus, sketchy like actual design sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I don't know what's the best way to describe them. Um, they are black and white, but they seem to be well more of a sketch than I think a full outline. I really got to look that up later because
I
like I
know
have examples of it in my brain.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But he goes, "Yeah, that's him, and that's me," and he points as well. Um, but I have to say, uh, Rock looks a little different in this picture. Um, it's not really a picture; it's just a drawing. But he seems a little angular. Uh,
Angular.
but
That could just be a product of art, like drawing,
yeah,
but also this is toon kind we're talking about.
would you would you like to roll another
Another
investigation?
investigation. 23.
Oh yeah, you notice immediately though. Um, I mean these drawings are pretty cute actually, but as he flips through and shows a couple more, you realize that this is all that there is drawn. There isn't anything else other than this agent being drawn over and over again. Um, and you can tell that uh, as he flips through a bit more, the drawings get more and more ill defined and then correct themselves and then continue. And,
Hmm.
I'll add, since it's a 23, uh, you kind of get the impression that they kept on drawing them to remember specific things or maybe remember the person.
Oh, this poor Brock has memory issues. Oh, this baby.
Points. This is a baby.
It's a baby. Ah,
But yeah, that's Elman.
they. I don't know, Omen, but noting that you're here and you've apparently done some pretty amazing concerts, I'd
Oh
imagine
well, thank you.
I'd imagine Omen did a good job.
Yeah, he he was pretty cool. I don't know where he is now though.
Hmm. Maybe you'll find him someday.
I sure hope so. I mean, with all the traveling I do, it feel like it's only a matter of time, right?
Of course.
And
God,
Rock looks kind of renewed by this. He kind of like holds his fist up and he's like, "Yeah, I could do this."
God.
But
Seeker gives him like a grin.
um,
'Cause-
and as he kind of closes the binder uh, and puts it away into his hammer space, you hear footsteps approach. You go, "So, you two enjoying the ride?" It's the vendor, by the way.
I think Seeker was kind of like crouched down. and like stands up. uh, well, could be worse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we. I think the ride's almost done anyway. Um, he actually pushes back uh one of the sleeves of his jacket. He actually is wearing a watch. He takes a look. Yeah, we should be arriving not too long. Uh, I'd say about. And he's kind of just looking at it like, uh, yes. But how was the takoyaki?
God, that's a 14. Does that pass?
Hold on.
Oh my
Oh, that
God.
match.
Oh God. Uh, what
uh,
what do we
but
do?
you have the higher modifier,
I do
so
have the higher modifier.
there you go. Just eke it out.
All things considered, it was pretty good. I honestly I prefer it a little bit spicier.
Oh, really? I didn't really take you for a spice type, but well, I've been wrong before. Uh,
Hmm.
and I know you didn't really quite get to eat one. As he gestures to Rock. Uh,
I'm sorry.
yeah, no,
To be fair, I did it on accident. Yeah. Anyway.
That's great.
Yeah.
He kind of just gives a smile. But I guess there's still room for improvement. Maybe we can find some way for you to eat them.
Hmm. I mean, maybe we can work on tune logic and give you a very, like, I don't have any markers. Uh, like, Seeker is like looking over at Rock, very much attempting to be chill. Don't worry about it.
Marker.
Yeah, like if you try drawing on a mouth.
Uh, he pulls out a he pulls out a marker. Um. Uh. Would this work?
I mean, make sure it isn't permanent because then it might stick, and if it doesn't actually work, you might look a little bit silly. If you care about those sort of things.
Uh. But how am I gonna? And it looks like he's having a bit of trouble.
Hold on. Seeker is going to take the marker and draw the scariest looking mouth he can manage. What should I roll for that?
uh. Um. Uh. I don't know, like a dex or something.
Sleight of hand?
Well, why not?
Sleight of hand of persuasion to make it look very scary. I could roll an intimidation check.
You know what? Yeah.
An intimidation check. 16.
60.
It's very. It's a fairly scary looking mouth. Not
Oh.
the worst it could be, but
Oh.
fairly scary looking.
uh, you could see the vendor go, oh, wow.
Let's see, do I have any food in here? That is the important question.
Well, I think I have some extra takoyaki. And he kind of scrambles in the bag that he has. Uh, and he does have one. Aha. Now you can try it. And he kind of holds it out to Rock, who does take it. Oh, this is exciting.
I just saw that ladybug again. Where is it? Hold on. Is it in my lamp? Oh god, my lamp is bright. Hello? Miss? Ma'am? I I found it. I can't reach it.
It's just vibing.
I want to go like put her outside later or something. I don't know.
Oh, I know.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Uh,
Um,
can Rock eat now?
he takes it and heartily goes and puts it up against the drawn mouth you have put on. It just squishes against him and then falls off the stick. Uh, oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to waste it. Oh, no, that's that's all right. We can always make some more. Um, but I feel kind of bad. Can't really eat with that mouth, I guess. Hmm. But it was worth a shot. Thank you. And he's saying thank you to you, Seeker.
Seeker gives a smile.
uh,
Sure thing. Uh,
eh?
character growth can be a very strange thing. Uh, pats you on the head, stands up.
Eh? Character. But as he's saying this, you kind of hear you feel just like a bump. Uh, and you guys have docked at Ghibli.
Oh boy, Seeker wants to get off this boat very badly.
Oh, we know.
Oh yeah. Oh, so badly. I think.
Well, I guess we're here.
Uh,
That took shorter than I thought.
a godsend, honestly. I don't. I don't know how urgent my brother needs me, so I don't know if he's waiting at port, but I really rather should get going. Seeker does
Uh,
not have any business cards. I was gonna hand one to Rock, but Seeker doesn't have any business cards.
uh,
God.
but he does still have a marker.
God.
You just write it on it.
Seeker doesn't really have an address. Like, I don't even know what he would write down on a business card.
Oh, that's true. Well, we got you covered. Hold on.
Huh?
Uh, Rock actually pulls out a stack of business cards. Um, you were very helpful. Did you want to be my friend?
Oh, absolutely. Seeker.
And he kind of just holds out the stack of cards for you to like pick one.
Seeker picks up a card.
and, oh, do you want one too? And he offers the vendor. Um, uh, sure. And he picks one up. Well, it was really nice meeting you, but I think we both gotta be going, huh? You got your, I didn't know you had a brother. You have your brother to check on.
Yes, my good brother Avian. Uh,
Oh. And,
have a good day. Don't get yourself killed. Saying this to Rock mainly.
I have to say, Seeker, Rock has kind of his hand held out like he was gonna try and take your hand, like, oh, we're going, we are leaving.
Oh God,
Uh,
no, you. Oh, weaknesses. Yeah, no. Seeker's gonna take that hand to at least lead you off the boat. God
oh.
damn it. You're small. You're a rock who doesn't know anything, and also is very interesting and full of stories.
Uh-huh.
Just gonna come in here and take check marks off Seeker's box for people he finds interesting. Don't worry about it. Apparently, you're going on a new adventure, which is not his side of the screen, but man.
Man. Um, and I'm thinking unless there's anything else, uh, I'm thinking we can end there with the two of you kind of walking off the ramp onto the docks of Ghibli. Um, and it's time to start another chapter, you know?
Yeah. Start another chapter.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
So I guess this is where we say goodbye and good time zone to the listeners, both now and later.
Goodbye, everyone. I'm just going to silently die in a corner.
Okay. Thank you for playing with me, Maggie.
Thank you, Wick, my beloved, for letting me do this and also hitting me over the head.
Uh-oh.
I do a heart emoji at you.
Okay.
Don't worry, I enjoyed it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everybody.